I'll be completely honest, until today, I have never changed the crop mode or the aspect ratio of the photos that I'm capturing. Other than with the Hasselblad, I have changed this a few times to shoot in X-Pan, which is kind of fun. But cameras like my R5 or the R8 or Sony cameras all have the ability to add a crop to your photos right inside of the camera. But the problem is that setting is kind of like hidden away inside the menu, and it's not something that you change on the fly. And so some of the innovations that I think we're gonna see over the next couple of years, especially with what we're seeing now in the GFX 100 and maybe some of the cameras like the Sigma BF, is changes in form factor. Because this camera adds a whole bunch of new dials that we don't see on other cameras. So for example, we have this C mode dial, which I like to call like the crop dial or the aspect ratio dial, that allows us to quickly change the crop or the aspect ratio that we're shooting in. And to be completely honest, to date, I have never once changed the aspect ratio on one of my Canon cameras because that setting is kind of like in a menu where you don't think you're gonna access it. But with this camera, it brings it to the front and kind of makes it one of those elements of, you know, like in the same way you have shutter speed and aperture and ISO, now you also have crop or aspect ratio, which then becomes an element of composition when you're capturing a photo. But I think there are a lot of other settings that we could bring to the front and have camera brands make it easier to access. So let me know down below what functionality you'd love to see in a future camera.